Hello. Can everyone hear me? We're back. OMG, we are back. Don't worry, y'all. I have a fix for this. If anyone, hello Ronan, Just Sean, Life Thoughts Shared. Thank you for coming back. Little technical difficulties here. If anyone ever has an idea, if you ever go live, get yourself an Ethernet cable. Mine is coming. It'll be here for the next live. What's happening is my Wi-Fi, something with the Wi-Fi is going in and out. So that is what has occurred. But we are back. We're here now, live streams. Back in session, baby. Back in session. Whoa. Here now, live streams. Back in session. Gratitude for being here now. Alrighty. For all who have returned, welcome back. For anyone who is just getting here, welcome. Here now, live stream number 6. 6 live streams going strong. Inviting in presence into our life. Inviting in space. Inviting in awareness. Having a shift in consciousness. We're stepping into another dimension, baby. We are the many who is a part of building this new earth, of being a part of the new earth. We are the many who are part of inviting more consciousness into this world. All right. Part two. I send out positive vibrations to this Wi-Fi. Positive vibrations to the Wi-Fi. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it stable, all right? Next live stream, I'll have that Ethernet cord. Alrighty. Back to Thich Nhat Hanh. How to live when a loved one dies. As I was saying before, the way Thich Nhat Hanh, the way he writes, love it, because it's poetic, and I can feel the love when I read his work. I can feel his peace. I can also feel very childlike. His inner child is just there. These are what I look for in books. So the energy of the writer, how they share their work, what I feel when I read. And there are several books under the genre of spirituality, that when I read their books, I feel like I'm having an awakening myself. You know those moments when you read and then you have to stop for a second and take in what you just read? That's how you know you're reading a good book. This is one of them. I bought this book because I had been experiencing consecutive deaths of family members, and these are my aunts and my uncles. So I have quite a few aunts and uncles. I have 15 aunts and uncles, and they're getting older, and with a full life comes the end. And to help me, one, become more comfortable with death, right? Become more comfortable with it, to understand my own grief, to understand my family's grief, and anybody else beyond that. This is a beautiful book, and I recommend it. Through grief, whether it's you or someone else you know, whether you want to open it up and you want to read it to someone. This book right here is a beautiful way to heal. And even if you aren't experiencing that at the moment, or it's not something right now that's on your radar, I still feel like it's a beautiful book to just read. Because Thich Nhat Hanh also brings us into the present moment. He talks about allowing ourselves to cry and grieve. And let's see if I can read a nice excerpt. All right, this is what I do. I'll say, what do the people need to hear right now? The people of Here Now live streams, the beings of Here Now live streams. What do they need to hear? I'm going to flip to the page and that's going to be it. All right, we ready? All right, I found one. Oh, all right. Going home to nature is what I flipped to. It's page 29 for anyone who's into numbers. Going home to nature. The earth is our home. She is our mother. In times of grief and loss, we can return to the earth who gave birth to us. The earth can embrace us in all our sadness and despair. She's always ready to receive you. Her arms are always open for you. Nature invites you to dive into her lap, falling into her loving embrace and surrender yourself. Release your suffering. The relief that we seek is right under our feet and all around us. Each mindful step on the earth can heal us. Groundedness. It's a reminder to come back to nature, to come back being here. Ultimately, the relief that we seek is right under our feet and all around us. All around us is here, the present moment. The present moment is everything that is happening, minus your thoughts about it. When we allow ourselves just for a moment to be here fully, immediately we're putting ourselves in a comforting space, a peaceful space. We're reminding ourselves of who we are, whether it's through grief, whether it's through a pain or any form of suffering, whether it's even when we're super happy and we are just like on another level. Right? Because still many times, hey, it could be this high, you're feeling, I don't know, happy is the best word I could use right now. That's the word that's coming up, because happy is one of those emotions that I consider to be temporary. Right? So when we're feeling that, oftentimes, a lot of that excitement is so much of in our head. Many times when we come back here to the present moment, we're grounded, we're here, and it's not over the top is what I'm thinking. It reminds me of when you take a psychedelic or something and you start to feel that euphoria, that really intense euphoria. For me, in my opinion, sometimes I'm all right, that's too much. It's not necessary. One thing about the present moment is that it's funny because it's one of two things. It's not all that special, but at the same time it is. It's not super exciting, but it's everything. And when the mind stops looking for all of those stops looking for answers, stops trying to be excited, stops trying, just trying to look and search, and chooses to be here fully, right? And it's not the mind, but once you choose and you become more and more aware of what it means to be here fully, we're already in the present moment. Once you recognize it, there's an aspect here I wanted to share too that I thought it was really beautiful. And it talked about essentially how he was saying, your loved one doesn't want you to be upset or sad, right? Obviously, we have emotions and we have feelings, and it's going to happen. We're going to cry. We're going to be sad. But it was this beautiful excerpt where he was speaking about, I have to find it. I have a better one. I spoke it I asked the energy of the space to speak to us, and I found another great part of this book that I want to share with you. Self-care, finding relief in walking meditation. I feel like I'm being called to speak a lot about nature and walking and grounding on our feet. So let me know, anyone in the comments, do you take meditative walks? Are you barefoot, or do you ground yourself in the grass and nature? Let me know. Because I'm noticing I'm being pulled and called. I'm being pulled and called towards sharing this with you all. All right. In times of stress and grief, walking meditation is a wonderful way to reestablish peace and calm in the body and mind. Spending time walking in nature helps every day. Spending time in nature every day helps reconnect us with our body, the earth, and wonders of life. Nature has the capacity to embrace our pain and transform it. We do not walk with the aim of getting anywhere. We just walk for the pure joy of walking. We enjoy every step we make, savoring our breath and releasing our pain and sorrow to the earth. Every step brings us home to the present moment, the only place where life is possible. I'm not even done. This is speaking to me. I'm not even done. This is speaking to me. Let me take off this jacket. Oh, okay. Trying to make sure this live isn't down, y'all. All right, taking that in. I'm taking that in. And it's so crazy. You all are my witness. What I was just sharing with y'all about how nature brings us into the present moment. And then I'm reading this excerpt and what it's talking about. All right. We become aware of our breathing and the contact of our feet on the earth. We feel the warmth of the sun on our face and the breeze on our skin. We become aware of the sounds of the birds and the fragrance of the trees and the flowers around us. We enjoy every step. With each step, we make an imprint of peace on the earth. We can practice in a park or in some other beautiful, quiet place. This nourishes our spirit and strengthens our mindfulness and helps us heal. When we walk, we can take the hand of our loved one who has passed away and walk with them. Our legs are their legs, and our eyes are their eyes. When we see something beautiful, the blue sky, a brilliant sunset, a majestic tree, or an animal, we can stop walking to allow this sight to penetrate our consciousness and nourish us deeply. We allow this beauty not only to nourish us, but to nourish our loved one in us. We enjoy everything, not only for ourselves, but also for our loved one who has died. Life thoughts shared. I try to ground in nature whenever I'm feeling too much stress. Yes. 1 second. That nature is my escape often. It is turned into that in a way. When I say escape, it's like one of those, when I say escape, that made me think, when I say escape, it's the escape from the confines of the mind. Notice we return to nature when we intuitively know We need to step into the present moment. The moment we place our feet on the ground, on grass, honestly, even on concrete, I know, immediately we're grounded right here into the earth. And what Thich Nhat Hanh, what he talked about in this book, which I really loved, is it says something along the lines of returning to earth. We enjoy every step we make, savoring our breath and releasing our pain and sorrow to the earth. The earth is transmutes our pain, transmutes our sorrow. Next time you are walking, it could be close to your house, wherever, your bare feet, you're grounding. Envision any of that pain, the suffering, whatever you're feeling in the moment. Envision it going into the earth and transmuting. Transmuting, when I say transmute, transmutes to transform. It trans, right? Is that prefix. Change. Pretty sure trans means change. Pretty positive. But yes, powerful. Ronan Butchanin. I done a meditative walk today. Beautiful. One meditative walk a day makes the negative thoughts go away. Hey, I like that. One meditative walk a day makes the negative thoughts go away. Beautiful. Ryan does YouTube. Finally able to join a live stream. Ryan does YouTube. Welcome to Here Now live streams. Great to have you. And I'm happy you're here to join us. Write in the chat if you have any questions, any thoughts. Keeping the vibe going. For anyone who just joined, I am reviewing this book by Thich Nhat Hanh, How to Live When a Loved One Dies. I just read a little excerpt. It's short. It has, even in that where I read, it even has techniques, when you're walking in nature, what to do, So here are one of the books I recommend. Love it. Take a screenshot, write it down, whatever you need. It's a nice, tiny little book. Great books for gifts, things like that. I just want to let you know, I'm going to do more book reviews on these live streams. I might bring this back again, especially if I find something I like and I'd want to share. You know. Before I move on to the next book, I got some natural choice incense here. If anyone is interested in using incense that does not have any toxins, this is a plant-based incense. This is a 12-pack. I am an affiliate partner with them. I recommend these incense. I'm going to light one right now. If you're looking to, in meditation, I'll tell you what helps me with incense. I love aromatherapy. And anything that smells wonderful, it smells good, it'll take you out of your mind, right? And into this moment. It's another thing. That's what is very helpful if ever any of y'all have seen a ceremony, or you've maybe walked across one, or you've seen one, or you've been in one, or any, it doesn't have to be a ceremony, anywhere, and you have smelled incense. Many of those reasons to use incense is that aromatherapy. It really helps with focus. It helps with calm. It helps with reducing stress. And what makes this one even better is that it is plant-based, so there aren't any toxins. I did have one before that I did not know, I was not aware, but I had one before that was not plant-based, and I noticed it was very smoky. I coughed a lot. I am pretty sensitive to things that are, I don't know how to describe it. I'm pretty sensitive to certain things. So I was noticing that with the incense. With this one, it's wonderful. So definitely check out the link below. I'm going to light this bad boy once again. I'm going to state our gratitude. Hey, in the comments section, let me know what you're grateful for. We're about to do a mini ceremony right now. In the comment section, let me know what you're grateful for. What are your intentions? Write it down. Put it in writing. We're about to release it with this incense stick right here. I want to state gratitude for this moment. Gratitude and feeling honored to share with you all, to facilitate a space for us stepping into the present moment, for us experiencing the joy of being, aligning with ourselves, being more aware of thoughts and emotions and non-reactivity. My intention for this year is to, one of my intentions is, as I stated in the beginning, is to add more moments where I am very intentional with stepping into a meditative state throughout the day. And what that looks like is 5 times a day, at the very least, 5 minutes of meditation, whether it's before I start doing work, before I leave the house, before a call, what have you. Taking that moment to remind myself of being. Taking that moment to just be and step out of doing. If anyone else would like to join, go ahead, write it down below. All right, here we go. Here's a torch. Oh, wait, hold on. That was anticlimactic. What? It was locked. Ooh. I love torches, y'all. I say this every time. I love torches. Alrighty, it's going right here. Ronan. How can you tell the difference between being truly observant and non-reactive to thoughts and emotions compared to suppressing them? When you're suppressing thought or emotions, there's resistance. So one thing that comes to mind is the body like tensing up. So you might have a thought or an emotion that comes up and you might feel your back kind of getting tense, your hands getting tense, your body getting tense. The biggest indicator is resistance. When you are in observation and you're non-reactive, there's openness and there's an allowance. And so it just arises, and whatever it is, you see it arise, you watch it, it comes up, keeps coming up. Because those are what needs to be brought to the surface for you to become aware of and shift that little story. Alrighty? Life thoughts shared. Grateful for the abundance that's within and that surrounds me. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Alrighty. Which one should I choose next? Okay. You know what? I'm going to do this one right here. Bam, 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 bam. I have not finished this one, by the way. Just letting y'all know. As you can see, this is my bookmark. Guess there's some notes on here. Ah, yeah. All right. This one right here. Awaken Healing Energy Through the Tao by Mantak Chia. Let me know down below if you have heard of Mantak Chia. He has put out some wonderful work, healing vibrations. And there's something specific that I'd like to share from this book. So essentially, this book is about Mantak Chia introducing how to move chi throughout our body through becoming aware of our energy centers. And that's essentially what this book is about, opening the energy centers, proper wiring of etheric body, things like that. So I began it, I started it, and one aspect of this book that I really enjoy is called The Secret of the Inner Smile. This book, there is a free PDF of this book online. All right? So Google it, whatever you need to do. There is a free PDF online. He talks about the secret of the inner smile. And basically, what he's doing is encouraging us to, within the inner smile meditation, it encourages us to bring awareness to our vital organs within our body. So, for example, our heart, our lungs, pancreas, our adrenals, our kidneys. And what we're doing is we're smiling. It's an inner smile. So you can start off by a little smile right here, like this. And then you can feel it. So he says you end up smiling with your eyes. And so for me, when he says eyes, it's like awareness. You smile and you're giving that positive energy to your body and your vital organs. So it can be right before you do another meditation. This can be an intro meditation. This could be your main meditation, whatever it might be. But yeah, he talks about giving awareness to those vital organs. And what he said that stood out to me was that many of us don't even know exactly the position of those vital organs, like where they are, things like that. And it's funny, when I was reading this, I was like, yeah, there was certain vital organs that he was talking about. I was like, I don't know where that is. Like, he mentioned the pancreas, and I'm like, great, I need to learn this. And the more I started reading this chapter, excuse me, everyone, my throat. The more I started reading this, I felt love. As I was reading this, I finished a chapter and I felt full of love. How would I describe love? I felt safe. I felt supported. I felt like I gave awareness to aspects of myself within the body that I hadn't given awareness to before. And that feels nice. It feels, for a lack of better words, awakening. But the way, once again, it's all about the writer and how they write. You can tell someone's energy through their writing. Because writing is a form of expression. When you're reading a book, you're in the energy field of that author. And so, just like with Thich Nhat Hanh, same thing with Mantak Chia. What I feel from them when they write is their connectedness to being. It allows me to trust, like, Mantak Chia, he's talking about the secret of the inner smile. I hadn't even gotten to the point of the main point of the book where he was discussing moving chi throughout the body, and I'm already feeling love. I'm already in a vibration where I'm feeling and seeing myself fully. All right, let's see if I can find a little, quick part. This is just the first two paragraphs. Talks about, once you've created a quiet and calming external atmosphere, you must establish the same quiet calm within yourself. If the room is conducive to meditating, but your jaw is clenched, your neck is stiff, shoulders tense, your back is stiff, your stomach upset, you will not be able to circulate the chi energy and complete the microcosmic orbit. A relaxed mental attitude and the 36 deep abdominal breaths will help to calm your mind and begin to relax your body. But to achieve full calmness means more than simply relaxing tense muscles and jittery nerves. To gain a deep and lasting state of relaxation requires that we develop a feeling of peace in our innermost parts. Only when our vital organs like the heart, lungs, liver, kidney, and stomach nervous system and circulatory system are feeling relaxed, can we psychologically feel serene? To reach these organs, the ancient Taoist masters discovered a simple secret: the inner smile. He described this is it right here. The whole intention of inner smile meditation is to help to delve deeper into the serene feeling of peace, calmness, relaxation, right? Peace is our natural state. And even before, when I was describing this, once again, it just aligned. You all are my witness here. I say it and then it comes. Like, I honestly didn't remember. I do this on my own. I did not remember that this part of the book said that. But yeah, this is exactly what it does. So this is just the first part of this. I have been, in terms of circulating chi, I need to learn a little bit more. I would say with this book, I would say that I would like another book to help give me more information, more step to step. I don't know how else to describe it, to help me recognize, there's some words in here that are very general and it's not as specific. He'll talk about feeling the chi within the navel, because the navel is the entry point of the life force energy. Pretty sure it's where it's housed. That's where it is. Navel, like life. When a woman is pregnant, right? That's where life starts. It's where the baby lives, within that area, by that energy center. So, yeah, I would say that about this book. That's my critique on it. But I'm still going to read it some more. One of the main aspects of moving chi throughout the body is feeling the warmth, because the chi is always there, right? Chi is energy, by the way. Chi is energy. So you're moving this energy, this chi, throughout the energy centers of your body, and you're clearing out these energy centers. You're opening up, you're clearing them out. I know there's a lot of questions on how to heal certain physical pains, certain diseases, things like that. Mantak Chia talks about that. At least in the beginning of this book, he mentioned how this would be beneficial for learning that. So if anyone is interested in that, let me know. Let me know down below if any of you have found these reviews quite helpful, if it sparked anything within you. If you have any recommendations for me, let me know. Natural Choice Incense. I smell it right now. It's great. Fully here, feeling grateful. Ronan, have I read the Bible? I have read the Bible. I have. All right. What shall I choose next? This one's a popular one. Read the whole book. This entire book. I read it all. These are one of those books that you read it again. And again. And again. And again. I read this book. I also have, there's like a journal that comes with it, so I got that one too. If you enjoy the teachings of Eckhart, or if you find yourself very drawn towards teachings and insight about stepping into the present moment, about going beyond and being beyond our thoughts and our emotions, this book right here, this book is it. The Untethered Soul, as you can tell by the title, The Untethered Soul. You're untethered, right? It's meaning you're not attached to the world. You're not there's no attachment, just being. And this book right here gives a full entire just spectrum in any question you might have that comes up. This book answers it. Michael A. Singer first talks about thoughts and the voice inside your head. The voice inside your head, right? When we talk about thoughts and emotions, he starts talking about the voice inside our head, becoming aware of that, recognizing that it is not truly us, recognizing that voice in our head continues to talk and talk and talk and talk. He brings up some great points. Let's see if I can find a cool point. It's just the beginning. So he says, if you watch carefully, you'll see that it's just trying to find a comfortable place to rest. Let me see. It will change sides in the moment if that seems to help. All right, I remember this part. And it doesn't even quiet down when it finds out that it's wrong. It simply adjusts its viewpoint and keeps on going. If you pay attention, these mental patterns will become obvious to you. So in this first paragraph, what he's talking about, you know those moments where you have like two voices within the mind and they're going back at each other, right? So his first example was this, right? It's like one voice is trying to win over the other. Yeah, this is, if you're observing your thoughts, observing your mind, this is one of the things you'll notice, right? If you spend time observing this mental voice, the first thing you will notice is that it never shuts up. When left to its own, it just talks. Imagine if you were to see someone walking around constantly talking to himself. You'd think he was strange. You'd wonder if he's the one who's talking and he's the one who's listening. He obviously knows what's going to be said before he says it. So what's the point? The same is true from the voice inside your head. Why is it talking? It's you who's talking. And it's you who's listening. And when the voice argues with itself, who is it arguing with? Who could possibly win? It gets very confusing. Just listen. I think I should get married. No, you know you're not ready. You'll be sorry, but I love him. Oh, come on. You felt that way about Tom. What if you had married him? So this was just an example of what happened. So you know those moments? There's two voices in the head, and they are just going back and forth to one another. It's so interesting even talking about this. So you'll notice that, right? So he says, obviously you can't shut it up. The best way to free yourself from this incessant chatter is to step back and view it objectively. Just view the voice as a vocalizing mechanism that is capable of making it appear like someone is there talking to you. Don't think about it. Just notice it. No matter what the voice is saying, it's all the same. It doesn't matter if it's saying nice things or mean things, worldly things or spiritual things. It doesn't matter because it's still just a voice talking inside your head. In fact, the only way to get your distance from this voice is to stop differentiating what it's saying. Stop feeling that one thing it says is you and the other thing it says is not you. If you're hearing it talk, it's obviously not you. You are the one who hears the voice. You are the one who's noticing that it's talking. Yo, drop the mic, drop the book right here. I'm placing it down nicely. Woo! I'm taking that in. I'm receiving that. Let me know if that helped y'all with anything. It's essentially what I'm sharing here on this channel, on this live, differentiating those two thoughts, right? Already, the author, Michael Singer, is opening up a space for us to shift our relationship with the voice within the mind. It doesn't matter if it's worldly things that's being said. It doesn't matter if it's spiritual things being said. It doesn't matter if it's a good thoughts or mean thoughts. Whatever it is, it's still just a voice. So just be aware of it. Non-reactivity, right? We've got Ronan. He asked a question. Ronan Butchinin asked a question. How can you tell if you're suppressing thought or if you're actually observing? It's resistance. When you feel, bring awareness to your body, bring awareness to that physical aspect. If it's tense, there's resistance there. When you're in observation, there's an openness. And that's how you know you're not reacting. You're just being aware of it. When I thought about, we think about this, right? Positive affirmations. You might ask this question. What if I am repeating to myself each day positive affirmations, right? This is a spiritual thing. This is helping me. Does that mean that I am not those thoughts? To keep the answer short, yes, it means you are not those thoughts. It means that is not who you are. Remember, thoughts are tools. That little voice in the head, it's a tool. It's a tool for us to use. Just so happened that we weren't given that sense of awareness, not given it, but we weren't shared this specific insight when we were growing up, when we were younger. So we're just learning it. We're learning it from teachers like Michael A. Singer and teachers like Eckhart Tolle. I'm pointing there because my bookshelf is right there. We're learning that from them. It doesn't matter the thought. See, the reason why we use positive affirmations each day, I use it myself. I'm reading them constantly, consistently. What it does is, this is how I see it. It satisfies my mind. It satisfies this mind. So there's less resistance to the moment. So if I am consistently referring to myself, I have an affirmation right here. I am worthy of everything I am working towards. Right there. That's an affirmation. Here's another one for you. I am the master of my own reality. I choose to fill my mind with positive thoughts. I release all limiting beliefs and confidently step into my power. I am worthy of all love, abundance, and joy that life has to offer. I am grateful for the present moment and trust the journey of my soul. Today I embrace a future of prosperity and happiness. When I listen to that, when I hear that, immediately what I feel is a mind and body alignment. There is no resistance. Positive affirmations for me, they satisfy the mind. The mind, it just likes to chatter, it likes to go. It doesn't really matter what it is. The mind enjoys feeding off of it. It's just, I would say, it's the, that's the purpose of the mind, one of the purposes of the mind, right? To analyze, to problem solve, to all of those things within this realm, within this world of form that requires us to do things and get things done. That's what the mind does. That's just its job. Remember, the mind isn't good nor bad, right? It's just the mind, right? But when we find ourselves feeling overwhelmed and stressed, that's when the mind begins to use us. And this is why we have these positive affirmations to align us with the present moment. When we are faced with a challenge, when we are faced with something that causes us stress, something that triggers us, consistently using these affirmations allows us to live a more fulfilling life in this world of form. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's still a thought. It doesn't truly identify who you truly are, right? The self with the capital S, right? Your essence, the essence of who you are. There's 2 dimensions of us, right? This is something that I'm going to share. I've learned this from Eckhart. It's the being dimension and doing. That dimension of being is what is that aspect of awareness, being aware of our thoughts and emotions. That dimension is our essence. It's who we truly are, right? That beingness. It never changes. It never changes. It's always the same. Since you were 5, you're 3, 12, 27, 32, 48, 62. I'm keep going. 83, 100, whatever. That awareness never changes. It's ever present. It's there. But now we have the dimension of doing. And that dimension is what we do. When we're transforming, when we say the word transformation, it is this identity, this form identity, the individual. That is what changes. That is what's transforming. Each day we're wearing different clothes, a different hairstyle. We're going to different places. We're learning new skills. We're refining our talents. That part is changing. That is consistently changing, right? The more we step into awareness, the more we step into returning to being, experiencing the joy of being, reminding yourself throughout the day to take a conscious breath. We step into the space that never changes. We step into home, that peace. The nature of who we are. We're stepping there. Okay? John, what's up? Happy to have you here. Welcome once again to Here Now Livestream. Would positive affirmation create thought by acknowledging the negative thought? Would a positive affirmation create a thought? John, can you reframe that? So I could better understand. I think I kind of get it, but rewrite it again. Would a positive affirmation create a thought by acknowledging the negative thought? Do you mean reframing thoughts? Let me know, and then I'll come back to you on that one. I'm not sure if I may have already answered it. How's everyone doing? Type in a 1 in the comment section, in the chat section. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're still here. Let me know you're still present. Let me know that you're here now. Type in a 1 in the comment section. Let me know if you do enjoy these messages and you would like to be a supporter of this channel and you'd like to donate to me, to this channel, to help it have more content, better equipment, continuing the flow of this. You can donate to my PayPal. The link is in the description. Your support is greatly appreciated. Much love. 1. Life shot shared. Thank you. I know you're here. 1. And grateful for the present. Just Sean. Thank you for the 1. I know you're here. Ronan. 1. Aries. Here. Yes. Much love. Shout out to all of you for joining this space. Presence. Let me know. When you're in this space, do you feel more present? Do you find that these words ground you in this moment? Do you find that the space pours into your next day? If you've been before, let me know. I can tell you, like I said before, it has for me, and that's why I'm loving this. I'm not going to lie. Today, I thought about this book review idea. It came to me. I was like, what should I share today in Here Now live stream? And I was like, oh, book review. Duh. All right. Duh. All right. Checking out my other books. Are you ready for the next one? Nah. JK, it does. Thank you, Life Thought Shared. I just gotta know. Let me know what you need. We come here to, we're, how do you say it? Synchronicity. We're here together. We're co-creators. I'm here. I want to thank my guides. I want to thank your guides. We're coming here, whatever's flowing. This is a moment of flow. You speak things out loud. It's so funny with these books. I would say something, I'd flip it to a page, and it just emphasizes exactly what I was saying. And I was like, I love this. This is co-creation at its finest. You all are my witnesses. These are the little things. Let me talk about synchronicity, y'all. Synchronicity. When you notice a synchronicity, and when I talk about synchronicity, it's within the world, it's like an affirming. I'm trying to think of a definition all by myself right here. Hold on. Synchronicity. It's like something that happens that affirms. You know what? Let me just get a good definition for y'all, because I can tell you, synchronicities, repeating numbers, things you just said. But, I like clear definitions. All right, so hold on. Synchronicity, definition. We're going to come together. Because you know what? Noticing synchronicities are a major part of the awakening process. The more you notice synchronicity each in your day-to-day, you are aligning with the moment. You are aligning with the universe. Your awareness is expanding. Synchronicity is everywhere. And if you're always saying synchronicity, you are in alignment. All right. 111, 222, 333. All right. Synchronicity. Synchronicities are incidences of spiritual significance that asks us to momentarily dampen our self-obsession and consider the possibility of the divine. Sometimes these definitions are so funny. Aries, you're always seeing 111. Yes. 111. That's a powerful number. 1111, 111, powerful. I would love to go. I would love to go live with you one day. I can't really express my thoughts in the chat. I know. I'm sorry, John. I'm trying to do the best I can here. Soon, I've got some plans coming. I'm just telling you, John. I'm just telling you. We're going to open the space for all of us to be more connected. So no worries on that. No worries. I'm laughing at this definition of synchronicity right now. It's a good definition. It's not bad. I'm just laughing. Incidences of spiritual significance that ask us to momentarily dampen our self-obsession and consider the possibility of the divine. Synchronistic experiences leave us with a curious sense that we should pay attention. Woo! I like that. I laughed at the self-obsession part because that is the aspect of the ego. Happens to all of us. Remember, I'm going to repeat this every time. There's nothing, ego is not bad. It's just unconscious. Even ego arises often when sometimes we get nervous about, let's say this is something I noticed with myself. I'm about to do a Here Now live stream, right? I'm about to do a video and I start to get nervous. What's happening in that is that my awareness is so much within the mind, right? Or how would I say this? Yeah, the awareness is only within the mind. It's not expanded out. I think that's the best way I could say it. And so it creates this me story. And so that me story makes us feel this sense of, how do we say, I'm just saying insecurity. We feel a bit insecure. We're like, oh no, are they gonna like it? Is this gonna be a good video? Right? So, that's an aspect of the ego. But when you're observing it, okay, you're aware of it, it's no longer ego. It's just a conditioned pattern. There goes the difference, okay? Ego is completely unconscious. And when we observe it enough, what happens is that we notice what we see is a conditioned pattern. And by a conditioned pattern, that means it's something that we do so often that it becomes a habit. And so in order to shift that, we must bring awareness. We must see it fully. Let me tell you, 99.9%, this is me, maybe 90, I don't know. I just think, I'm saying 99.9% of it, honestly, is observation. The other 1% is the shift. And the shift happens naturally. It's really that matter of allowing it to arise. Being there fully with it. That's everything. Then the transformation happens on its own, right? That's so much of what, learning to really recognize, what does resistance feel like? In what ways does resistance manifest within us individually? And this happens from being in observation and non-reactivity, really truly getting to know your own patterns. And you'll find yourself releasing more naturally. All right. Synchronicity, tying it back in. Yep, there's a lot of synchronicities just as I'm reading this as I am sharing books with y'all, and synchronicities happen in this live stream. Have you read the book I Am That? ? I have not. I'm gonna look it up. I Am That book. Oh, I haven't. The author, I can't say the author's name right now, but I have seen compilation of talks on Shiva Advaita philosophy by Sri, a Hindu spiritual teacher who lived in Mumbai. I Am That. 2,000 reviews. Oh, it's a popular book. The real does not die. The unreal never lived. Whoa. Once you know that death happens to the body and not to you, you just watch your body falling off like a discarded garment. Oh. The real you is timeless and beyond birth and death. The body will survive as long as it is needed. It is not important that we should live long. That it should live long. All right, John. This sounds like a great book recommendation. I felt that as I was reading that. Collecting Nisargadatta Maharaj. Speeches. I'm doing my best, sorry. I Am That explores the human existence and our association with the body. Believing that the body is all limits, the consciousness, and it is only when we move beyond and look at the Atman that we are able to realize ourselves for who we are. Realization that we truly are, is pivotal in Advaita philosophy. Okay, freeing us from doubt and weakness. All right, great book. I'm going to write the name of the author right here. It's called I Am That. It's going inside of the comment section. I'm going to put it in here. I Am That by Sri Atman, means self. I'm learning something new. This is what happens when you come to Here Now live streams. We're learning something new every day, baby. Nisarga. Bam. If anyone's interested, there we go. It's right there. Aries. I love that you asked that question. Do you recommend any books for breaking negative cycles? Indeed, I do. I do. That's the book I'm about to share right now. Boom! Becoming Supernatural. How common people, it starts this way. How common people are doing the uncommon. This right here. So Dr. Joe Dispenza, right? So breaking the cycle of negative self-thought, breaking the cycle of changing the way you see yourself. That's his other book. Read the whole book, Changing the Way You See Yourself. Amazing. He wrote that book after this book, Becoming Supernatural. I'm not finished with this book. This is how much I've gotten. It's a pretty big book, and there's so much information in this book. So this is why I take my time with a lot of books, because there's a lot, and there's a lot to take in. Dr. Joe Dispenza, within this book, here, I'll read the background. So he says, what would it mean to become supernatural? What if you could train your brain to tune into frequencies beyond our material world? Change your brain circuitry and chemistry to access ascended levels of awareness and transform your very biology to enable profound healing. So this right here, all right? So Aries, honestly, both books are great. What I would recommend is compare the two. Compare Becoming Supernatural and Changing the Way You See Yourself, and see which one you think you're drawn to the most in that moment. I already read the first one. Amazing. This one right here, look, I have a couple highlights. All right. What does Here Now live stream audience need to hear right now? Flippy flip. All right. Found something. Let's see what I could share. This was when he was telling his story. He was telling a story. The pineal gland, as soon as I understood I was being shown, serves as a dimensional timepiece that, when activated, we can dial into any time. When I saw the hands of the timepiece move forward or backward, I understood that, like a time machine set to any particular time, there's also reality or a dimension to experience in a particular space. Not exactly what I wanted to share. A little something here. And a lot of what he talks about, things are already coming to me right now. So much of what he speaks about within this book all right, Aries, thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Much of what he talks about in this book is stepping into the present moment, which is essentially there's an uncertainty. Often when you step into the space of uncertainty, of not knowing, you are opening up you're opening yourself up to infinite possibilities, right? Whenever you're not in the present moment, that just means too much in the mind and just unaware of the existence of this whole moment. Just in the mind, we limit ourselves to the past and our ideas of the future, right? We limit ourselves to our memories of the past, how we perceive the past, and also our expectations of the future, which has been created based on our experiences of the past. So we limit ourselves. The more we step into the present moment, we open ourselves up to an infinite amount of possibility. He talks also about meditation, and being in this alpha, theta, beta, different states, different frequencies, and how that affects our perception of reality, things like that. So this would be another great book. Energy centers, once again, he has amazing meditations. So in this book, let me know if you've read this book. Taking Your Power Back, Electromagnetic Field, Past, Present, Moment, Future, right here. Boom, Boom, Boom. You see how he's talking about it. It's another great book. Have you ever been to one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's seminars? I have not. But I hear they are transformational. I have seen a couple reviews online, like video reviews of people talking about how transformational they are. And I mean, I see it, and based on his work, I mean, I believe it. And I would love to. So that's definitely, you know what? Yeah, that's definitely on my things to do. That will be nice to experience is joining one of Eckhart's seminars. Going to more seminars in general. I would love to. Being in that space, being in that energy would be nice. All right, so these were pretty much the books I wanted to share with y'all today, seeing if I have any others. And John, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that book with me. I'll check it out. There's a lot of really good recommendations I've been receiving here on this live. But yeah. Are there any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Any thoughts they'd like to share? Things like that. I will do more book reviews. I enjoyed this. I like flipping and finding different excerpts and favorite parts of the book. So next time I'll definitely do that. Like I said, today's was like an idea on the whim. So I was like, I'll share my favorite books, things like that. And also, you know, I kind of shared too, what's important when we're reading books is not just the information we're taking in. I'll say we're always taking in information. Not just the words that we're taking in, but feel the energy of the author. Feel the language that they choose and things like that. That also expands your awareness. It allows you to feel the energy of someone through their expression. So whether that's through singing or writing a book or speaking as I'm doing now, hey, what's up? Whether it's through art, things like that, bring more awareness to those aspects of expression. And in many ways, that will allow you to refine your own means of expression. There's many ways we are looking to discover, how would I like to express myself in this moment or that moment or things like that? You know, we're always transforming. We're always changing. We live in an ever changing, you know, this dimension of reality. We live in this ever changing dimension of reality. So it is advantageous to bring awareness to as many aspects of energy as there is. Everything is energy. But yeah. I don't know if I'm not getting everyone's comments. Okay, here we go. Just curious. Has anyone been feeling more immersed in dreams lately? Life thoughts shared. Sean, yes, dreams have been really intense in the last couple days. That is such a great point you brought up, Sean. So I actually have a dream journal here, right here. This is it right here. I write down my dreams when I wake up. And we kind of had that talk, kind of spoke about this, but I'm learning more about this. So I'm going to share a little of what I know. And when I learn more, I could share more. What's happening now is that many of us are stepping into this dimension where this reality and the dream world are beginning to merge. And a lot of us, a part of that manifestation is intense dreams, vivid dreams. I'm not sure if anyone here on this live has ever heard about the concept of writing down your dreams in a journal. This is very helpful for a multitude of reasons, for lucid dreaming, recognizing what you need to know within this dimension of reality. So there's the astral realm. I am not sure what to call this dimension of the realm. I'm going to call it the 3D. We're going to call it the 3D. Let's call it the 3D. In the 3D, right? So yeah, that's many of us are experiencing that. Like our relationship with dreams, our connectedness to that, there's less of a space, there's less of a gap, and it's beginning to merge. And so I would say, Sean, if you haven't, definitely journal your dreams. If you find that anyone here, if you find that you tend to forget your dreams when you wake up, here is the trick. Immediately when you wake up, have your journal and have the pen next to your bed or just close to you, wherever you are. Don't look at anything. Don't look at your phone. Nothing. The first thing you do is start writing what you remember. And it could be a full story or it could be a couple of words. Like for me, I'll have like a bat. Like I saw bats in my dream, or car moving, elevator going down, or things like anything. The more you do it, the easier it will be to remember. The more likely you will lucid dream. What else? When you interpret your dreams, it will actually give you insight to maybe even questions or intentions that you'd put out previously. Our dreams are answering many of the questions we need answers to. And there's still a lot about the astral realm, about dreaming, that I know I don't know and that we're still all learning. But one thing that I recognize, well, through having conversations with others, I would say, especially those who, their awareness with the astral realm, they have more awareness than I do, I would say, is that we're always in the astral realm, right? We're multi-dimensional beings. So there is an aspect of our being that is always in the astral realm. It just becomes more obvious to us when we're at night, when we're sleeping. And this is why what's being said is that the dream world and the astral realm are merging. Okay. And what that means, I'm still learning. If anyone here knows what that means, let me know down in the comment section. But yeah. So great question, Sean, for sure. Let me see. I'll share a little something in here. One time, what's happening? Hey, Ronan, as above, so below. You said it. You said it. Dozing off ASMR. Hello. Welcome to Here Now live streams. I have been having a lot of those dreams where I know that I'm dreaming, but I've also been taking sleep meds. That's lucid dreaming. Well, you're aware. Yeah. That is lucid dreaming. You are aware that you're dreaming. Dozing off ASMR. Have you been able to, like within that dream that you're aware you're dreaming, have you been able to control your actions, like say things or do things, jump, fly intentionally? Because that would be another example of lucid dreaming. But yeah, and you know what? Just because we're talking about that, I'll dive more into that. All these topics, I'm gonna dive into more. We're gonna come. I was thinking that I always thought lucid dreaming was more than that. I would say that is the first, like that's what happens first. You become aware. Right? That's how I see it. So here, let me double check. Being aware that you're dreaming, That's the first step of lucid dreaming for sure. Let's see, lucid dreaming. Yeah, a lucid dream is a type of dream in which the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming while dreaming. During lucid dream, the dreamer may gain during a lucid dream, the dreamer may gain some amount of control over the dream characters, narrative, environment. Let's see if I could finish this off. However, this is not actually necessary for a dream to be described as lucid. We just got our answer. When you're aware that you're dreaming. So, wow, you know what? That helped me too, because I feel like I've lucid dreamed more than I thought. I'm actually kind of there with you, dozing off ASMR, as all these thoughts are coming together. In my head, you know what's funny is that within society, a lot of times it's always those most extreme. I say it's extreme, but whatever. When we say something is quote unquote normal, I'm saying quote unquote, but it let's say that this is a norm and it moves away from the standard. A lot of times that extreme is what's being shown. So this is why we may think like, oh, it's only when we're moving or things like that. But being aware that you're dreaming is an aspect. Sneeze. Yes. Native cultures describe the dream world as our true home. Wow. That is quite interesting. I'd like to dive more into that too, Life Thought Shared. Dozing off ASMR. Well, shoot. I've been lucid dreaming my entire life then. You must be a professional lucid dreamer. Maybe the next step could be, can you gain some sort of control within that lucid dream? I've shared this before too. I have been trying to actively wake up in my dreams. Like when I say wake up, like control, like wake up and be more in control. And a lot of what that has to do is throughout the day, asking yourself, am I aware throughout the day? So throughout the day, doesn't matter where you are, you ask yourself, am I aware? You stop. You look around. And then you count your fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch your hands. You do this because within the astral realm, if you do this, your hand goes, it goes straight through. This is how you're like, oh, I'm in the 3D. I'm here. Okay, I'm aware. So the more you do this, you wake up in the astral realm. And because it was a habit within the 3D, you wake up into the astral realm and boom, right? So that's what's been shared. That has happened to me. It happened to me a while ago. So far, not yet. When it does, I'll let you guys know. I shall let you guys know. Another successful, beautiful live stream. I would like to end this off. Let's do a little, we're creating tradition here. If you're here on this live stream right now, you are a part of the journey of tradition, because Here Now live streams will not be stopping, all right? You will be seeing me a lot more. You will be seeing me weekly. And being in this space, we're coming together. We are shifting consciousness together. We're learning together. We're growing together. This is the space for that. In the comments, in the chat, everyone share one word that describes how you felt in this live stream. That's it. One word that describes how you felt during this live stream. Right in the chat. Learn something new. I'll write mine in the chat. Meditate on it. I'm going to say alive. Life thoughts shared. Aligned. Ooh. like that. I like that. I felt alive. Ronan, aware. Woo. All of our words have started with A's. Ronan, aware, aware. I'm loving it. I'm feeling it. Dozing off ASMR. Share one word. In one word, share how you felt. I'm not sure when you hopped on. So share one word that describes how you felt during today's Here Now live stream. Anything. One word. We've got aligned by Life Thoughts Shared. We got alive by myself. Ronan said aware. Anything that you feel. Write it down. And what we're going to do to close off this beautiful space, so we make room. Well, close off this beautiful space. You're right there. I'm right there. We're going to take 3 deep conscious breaths to once again ground ourselves in this moment. All right. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Release. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Release. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. You are here now. Here now. Much love to every single one of you who joined Here Now live stream today. Give yourself a pat on the back for hopping into this space, for giving yourself the opportunity to align with yourself, to feel alive, to be aware. Give yourself a pat on the back. You are doing what your spirit has asked, what your spirit needs. I'm sending you all peace. I'm sending you all love. And I'm sending you all clarity. Until next time. Peace and love. Peace, Sean.